Who doesn't know Parthiv Patel? Because all of us love cricket, we follow cricket, and Parthiv Patel is one of the legends of Indian cricket history. One of the youngest to make debut and such a successful Test career, ODI career, and IPL career. Today we'll be discussing the hair transformation of Mr. Parthiv Patel done at MedLinks New Delhi. My name is Dr. Gaurang Krishna, your hair transplant surgeon, your hair specialist from MedLinks, and today we'll be discussing the hair transformation of one of my favorite cricketers, Mr. Parthiv Patel. So, as you can all see, Parthiv was not bald. He only had some hairline recession, giving him a broad forehead look, which he didn't like. And because now he's very active as a commentator, so he was of course wanted to consulted us on how to improve his frontal profile, and that's what we suggested after initial assessment, that the main problem is the broadness of the forehead, the curvature of the forehead, the roundedness of the forehead is clearly visible. So we advised him to go for a hair transplant, which he kindly agreed to. After doing proper research, he chose MedLinks for his hair transplant. Seeing the track record that we had, seeing the results of Mr. Virender Sehwag, one of his good friends.
What made you to choose MedLinks out of all the clinics in India?
There are a couple of factors were there. I think first, obviously, Virender Sehwag recommended that.
And 7-8 months back, we had the good fortune on operating on Mr. Parthiv Patel. So in this video, I will be discussing in length of what we did, what we planned, why we planned such a thing, and then finally what you all are interested in, what was the outcome, and we'll also hear it from Parthiv Patel's own voice. So this was the before picture, and the plan was to give him a natural looking hairline, which is neither too low nor too high, so that we get that perfect look in front of the camera. So we decided to lower down the hairline by approximately 2.5 centimeter. Why 2.5 centimeter? Because there are certain rules that we follow. Number one rule is that your hairline should be flush with your frontalis muscle. That's the muscle of your forehead. So if you raise your eyebrows like this, you will see a muscle popping out. Your hairline should be touching that intersection between scalp and forehead. So based on our assessment of Parthiv's face, it was 2.5 centimeter. Also, another rule of thumb is that the distance between the nose and the chin and the distance between the eyebrows and the hairline should be equal to give that symmetric facial look. And thus, because both of the conditions were getting satisfied by this 2.5 centimeter lowering, we followed that. Also, the shape was important. When we are creating a masculine hairline, we want to make sure that we get this shape. It should not be straight. It should not be coming down like this. It should be having a nice V shape to it, which looks natural and pleasing to the eye. Also in Parthiv's case, we noticed that his temporal triangles, this part, had slightly receded from both the sides, and we decided to add some hair there also to again give a more pleasing look, a more aesthetic look to his hair transplant and the new hairline. So these are the final markings that were done on the day of the hair transplant. So now if you notice, we have done what we call zigzagging. This is the zigzagging part. The importance of zigzagging here is to give the hairline a natural soft look, which we call irregular, so that it doesn't look like a straight line, it doesn't look made up. How it turned out to be, we'll see in the remainder of the video. And then, as we discussed earlier, the temporal triangles.
Hello.
So, well, I hope everything went well during the process.
It did, yeah. I was very nervous before the process started, so I didn't know if it's like actually my first surgery as such, but it didn't feel like surgery. I think everyone was so friendly inside the OT, and yes, it was 4-5 hours long, but never felt like that I was under any kind of pain.
Right, so that's the most important thing, that you should be comfortable throughout. So the things went well.
Yeah, it did. I think I felt very comfortable, as I said. And every time when there was slight bit of uncomfortableness, they made sure that I'm comfortable. They gave me breaks whenever I wanted. There was no force as such that we have to go through this.
Right.
So that's what the whole idea was, just to make sure that I'm comfortable, and I felt that inside.
Great. And sir, we would like to know that what made you to choose MedLinks out of all the clinics in India?
There are a couple of factors were there. I think first, obviously, Virender Sehwag recommended that, and then after that, I spoke to Dr. Gaurang as well. As we all know, there are so many clinics in India
Exactly.
or all over the world. But the way the process was explained, I thought Dr. Gaurang was very honest about the situation, that there could be some kind of pain, they will feel, it's not overnight process,
Exactly.
it takes time. But I think the honesty probably was the biggest factor behind it, and you have to trust your doctor. And I think that's something which I felt during the call with Dr. Gaurang. So I think that made me choose coming to MedLinks.
So this is the picture taken on the third day of his hair transplant. These little dots, these are the actual grafts that we have put in. And if you see, the grafts are not put randomly, they are not put in straight lines, which many people do. It looks very bad. These are called interlocked grafts, interlocked slits, so that with less grafts we have very less see-through. And we have made some very good videos on the importance of interlocking. You can go to our channel, you can subscribe to our channel and see all those videos whenever you have the free time. And then coming to the magic moment when Parthiv came to MedLinks again for his second PRP. That was about 7 or 8 months after his transplant, and this is the transformation. And we were thrilled to see such a lovely looking hair transplant because of course every patient is important for us, but being a cricketer myself, recreational cricketer and a cricket fanatic country, whenever we operate on a cricketer, it runs 3 different emotions: one of a doctor, one of an Indian, and one of a cricket fanatic. So we were very thrilled to see this result, and now here you will appreciate the importance of a soft hairline. So if you see here in the close-up, you will not see a very high density to start with. You will see soft hair, single haired grafts coming at an irregular pattern, so that it doesn't look like a straight line. And when Parthiv comes in front of the camera, what he tells us, that if he doesn't tell anyone that he has got a transplant done, nobody is able to make out. And that is the beauty, that is the excellence that we strive for, is to give you a hairline that no one can notice. If he or she does not know that you have got a hair transplant done, then there is no way for them to guess. And that is where our surgical skill, the surgical skill of our team, that comes in. So these are the results. We'll show you multiple pictures from multiple angles for you to judge how we did it and what was the final outcome. So do let us know in the comment section whether you liked or didn't like the results of Parthiv Patel's hair transplant. Thank you so much.
हेलो, मैं हूँ पार्थिव पटेल और मैं हूँ अभी यहाँ पर डॉक्टर गौरांग के क्लिनिक में, मेडलिंक्स, जो कि दिल्ली में है। 10 महीने पहले लगभग मैं यहाँ पे आया था कि वो बाल का थोड़ा सा इश्यू था, बहुत ऊपर हो रहे थे, तो ऐसा लग रहा था कि ट्रांसप्लांट की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी। तो डॉक्टर गौरांग ने रेकमेंड किया और ट्रीटमेंट करी, तो आपको ये नज़र आ रहा है डिफरेंस। और ये अभी थोड़ा लेट हो गया मुझे ये बताने के लिए, क्योंकि ऑलमोस्ट 6-8 महीने में ही मुझे रिज़ल्ट मिल गया था, जिस तरह के बाल आप देख रहे हैं। और अभी भी और बेहतर होंगे वैसा कह रहे हैं, तो आई एम श्योर होंगे, क्योंकि जिस तरह की जो बात करी थी, जिस तरह से उन्होंने बताया था मुझे कि किस तरह से आपका ट्रीटमेंट होगा, किस तरह का आपका टाइमलाइन होगा, वो बाल जिस तरह से आपके ग्रो होंगे, तो उसी तरह से हो रहा है। इनफैक्ट उससे भी बेहतर होते जा रहे हैं। तो मैं आप सबको ये रेकमेंड करूँगा। 2-3 चीज़ें हैं वैसे। मैं कई बार ना ऐसा उन्होंने कहा था कि अब 4 महीने में कैमरा के सामने आ जाएंगे, क्योंकि मैं कमेंट्री करता हूँ। तो मैं 3 महीने में ही पहुँच गया था कैमरा के सामने, और किसी को ऐसा जातना पता नहीं चल रहा था। और अब जिस तरह के आप ग्रोथ देख रहे हैं, तो बहुत सारे दोस्त जिनको पता नहीं है, अगर मैं सामने से उनको बताऊँ नहीं तो उनको पता नहीं चलता कि मैंने हेयर ट्रांसप्लांट किया हुआ। तो आई थिंक वो जो नेचुरली हेयरलाइन की जिस तरह से बात करते हैं, जिस तरह से नेचुरल बाल लगते हैं, उसी तरह का ट्रीटमेंट हुआ है। और मैं बहुत खुश हूँ, और मैं आप सबको रेकमेंड करूँगा कि आप डॉक्टर गौरांग का कांटेक्ट करें और मेडलिंक्स में आके ये हेयर की ट्रीटमेंट कराएं।